So this has kind of been on my mind as of late, of something I want and hopefully one day we can get. It's not like impossible. Like, this isn't something that would be totally 100% impossible to get in this era of comics. And yeah, as you can see for the title, yeah, I want a Lois Lane Catwoman series. Okay, series might be a little too strong. Honestly, like, series would be stretching it. Mini-series, maybe maxi-series, I feel like that would work. Because, like, I always enjoy seeing these characters interact. It's two characters you think would interact more, but don't. Like, that's kind of the thing, is that one's the wife of Superman, one's the love interest of Batman, and we don't get a lot of them. Like, we see all the time with, like, Supergirl hanging out with Batgirl, or the Super Sons. Hell, Lex and Joker hang out more than Selina and Lois do. And yes, I know that, like, one's a thief and a wanted criminal, the other is a reporter. But the times we get to see them together, we get to see them, like, hang out together and like, just have fun, and also not be held down by their respective male counterparts. It's actually kind of fun. I really like the chemistry between the two. Not like in a romantic way, but I mean like a fun, like, girls' night out kind of thing. That's what I really want, is that, like, I just want, like, a fun comic where we have these two characters just kind of, like, meet, like, hang out and interact with each other. But I would have, like, a general story to having having them together. Like I said, I don't know if we could get to have this be ongoing. Then again, we didn't think we'd get I think originally the Poison Ivy comic was meant to be a miniseries, then it kind of became an ongoing. So, yeah. Maybe if we just get the right writer and artist on it, maybe we can, do something cool with that premise. So, I kind of imagine that this series would just be a lot like, we'll shoot for miniseries. I will totally be fine with a miniseries. I will totally 100% be fine with a miniseries at all times, and hopefully get more out of it. So how I kind of imagine a miniseries going is that maybe Lois is trying to investigate something. We do know currently in the comics she is the head of currently as of this recording in DC Comics. Perry has stepped down and Lois is now the editor-in-chief at the Daily Planet. So yes, I know, it's actually kind of a logical place for her to. That made the most logical sense for that character, because of course Perry would go, Lois is literally the only person I trust among you idiots. So Lois. Maybe you could have the story be that Lois is like being stonewalled by either someone like in Stars or in some other company or made up company for this comic, and she's trying to get reporters, or maybe there's a reporter she sent and he or she went missing, and now she can't get any help because these guys are well protected, and she's like, my husband is Superman, why can't he just go down there and punch them? And Clark's like, that's not how this works. So maybe what you could do in this comic, I'm just spitballing here, is that have Lois like, well, if I can't go in there directly with Superman, maybe I can go in and get help, the old-fashioned way. And you could either have she contacts Selina and is like, hey, I need your help to break into this thing to help me get information on this company and maybe find out where my reporter went, or B, she broke in there herself and Selina was just there to steal some stuff too. And the two just get caught together, and now they're on this madcap journey through the whole through Metropolis or Gotham or wherever. Either one of those could really work. Like, really, either one of those scenarios could work for a plot for a comic of having Lois and Selina hang out. I just think it would be a lot of fun. As for who I could see writing this comic, there's two that come to mind. First off, Kelly Sue DeConnick. I think she is a very she's still a very underrated writer. I can't believe that. Like, she's very good at handling several female characters. She's also good at team books. I think a lot of people forget her Avengers run, which is a lot of fun. She was also did Aquaman. She did I read some of her books from the Aquaman series and was like, oh, this is actually not that bad. I rather enjoy it. So I think she would be a good pick. But but the other pick I would have is someone who's had major like ties to both characters throughout his run, and that's Greg Rucka. I think Greg Rucka would be really good at writing a Catwoman Selina Kyle comic because he has had some major success with those characters. There was Lois Lane, Enemy of the State, which I haven't read, but I've heard rave reviews of this maxi series that Rucka did on Lois Lane, who it was kind of like Alias in a way. I've heard. I want to read that. It sounds really good. And the other one, of course, is that he did a huge run for Catwoman. Like, he did like one of the most definitive Catwoman runs in the pre-52 era of DC Comics. So I think Greg Rucka writing both characters, and he has written them before. I think he did a standalone story in the Superman-Batman comics, or was that Greg Pak? I can't remember. I get the two mixed up for obvious reasons. But yeah, if there was anyone I could see writing either of those books, I mean, either this book, it would be either of those writers. DeConnick would be really cool. I would love to see her take on those characters. I would absolutely love to see her take on Selina and Lois. In Greg Rucka for other, like I said, he has major experience with both female characters, and like I said, he did some very groundbreaking stuff with Catwoman in his comic, and I think that was one where they had the covers by Darwin Cook, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so this is just another like rambling video where I was just like, you know what, I kind of want a Lois Lane and Selina comic. This isn't the first time I've thought about it, but like this is the first time I've been like, I really would like that. I would really love that as a comic. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this idea and would you guys want a Lois Lane, Selina Kyle comic as either a mini-series or an ongoing? I would just probably believe this would probably be a mini-series at most, and a maxi at best, a maxi-series at best. But you guys tell me in the comments below, would you guys be down with the idea of a Lois Lane Catwoman team-up comic? And who would you want to see as the creative team behind it? Just a fun little video right here. Thought this would be kind of fun to play with. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.